This was a dream come true moment for us. In fact, I couldn't even have dreamt of it. Boomer was on a billboard in Times Square in New York City. While we couldn't go see the billboard when it was live, we did go to Times Square when we were in New York City last summer. We had to take the subway to get from Brooklyn to Times Square, and while on the way, we did some off-leash engagement building drills just to make sure that Boomer was so in sync with me. Boomer loves going through the turnstile on the subway, and we always try to make sure we go in one swift motion like a true New Yorker. He loves subway rides because he loves people watching, and then we were in the middle of jam-packed Times Square. This was a true Times Square experience. It was so packed and crowded. Boomer got so many looks and attention, even from Batman. Of course, we took some pictures in the middle of Times Square and then had a carrying action moment. Of course, Boomer had to be carried because you all know he's just a baby. How would you react if you saw this polar bear being carried around in Times Square? We sat on the famous Times Square steps and people watched and took in all the sights and sounds. This is so crazy because we were sitting here and just 8 months later, Boomer was up on the billboard right at the same spot. Our friend was so nice enough to go early in the morning to capture this for us, so thank you so much. We then saw some street performers. Boomer wanted to be carried, just a short guy problem. He said the view from the previous spot wasn't good enough, so then I took him around the corner and he really enjoyed watching from up top. He got tons of love and pats from all the people who saw him. Boomer enjoys just gentle rubs just like this one, so thank you so much for being so kind to him. And then it was time for a challenge to see how Boomer would do off-leash in Times Square. This was a little challenging to film because people kept cutting in the way, but he did so good. He stayed engaged and so in sync with me. I forgot a water bowl, so this is how he got water, and then we took the subway back. He had such a fun and unique experience, and here's a little throwback to when Boomer was in Times Square for the first time in his life when he was just 7 or 8 months old. Thanks for watching!